Got a 2016 Nissan Rogue today. This is Miss Gracie's car. We are going to change the spark plugs. It's got like 137,000 miles. It's got a good vibration if you have it in gear at an idle. I'm hoping that's not a transmission side issue, but we don't have any misfires that are registering. It does look like the fuel trims are a little off, but you're supposed to change the spark plugs every 105,000 miles on this. She's getting close to 140, so it needs to get done, and we're gonna go ahead and just dive in and knock that out real quick, and then see how that does. If you've never done this before, it is really easy. Pretty much anybody can do this. It just takes a couple things like a spark plug socket, a ratchet, and then obviously replacement spark plugs. I will have links up here in the video and in the description below through Amazon for all those things. If you want to order them, that really helps us out. But yeah, it's something anybody can do at home with just the most basic of tools. So we're gonna get right into it. We need to remove this like resonator air box here. Let's take a gander down here. It has one hose clamp there and a hose clamp up here, and then it should just pull off. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some channel lock pliers and move these hose clamps, and then we will get to lifting this guy. All right, here we are. So I just grabbed right here with grabbed right underneath this tab where it goes in right here with my hand and popped it up. This line needs to get pushed out of this bracket. I have these little 45-degree needle nose pliers, which I used to move that band clamp back there. And now I am going to try and set you over here. Maybe you can see it, but I got some channel locks in my hands here. What we're gonna do is reach down here and grab this band clamp and then work this guy out of there just like that while leaving the band clamp in place. Why is that? There we go. Bam. Green eggs and ham. All right, that will literally be the hardest part of this job. So now, right here, these are called your coil packs. You got 4 of them in this 4-cylinder here. We will squeeze this tab and unplug just like this. You can go one at a time or you can do all 4 at once. Doesn't really matter if you're just changing the spark plugs, which is what we'll do. I'll probably release this harness too to give it a little bit more play by squeezing the back here. So if I get my little needle noses, we'll go squeeze that backside and release it just like that. Was that. So that allows us to pull this harness away a little bit more. So we'll unplug all 4 of these, make sure that, so I don't think they'll reach the wrong one, but we'll just make sure we don't plug them into the wrong ones anyway. Of course, this one wants to be a booger. There he is. All right, awesome. All right, that's all 4 of those. So now we need a 10mm. We'll take these 4 bolts out here, and then these will all just lift right out of there. Now you just lift them right on out like that. So, all right, so with the coil packs out, you can look down in your cylinder head and see all of the spark plugs. They are not your standard size spark plugs. They are a 14mm, so you will need a 14mm spark plug socket for this. But at this point, we're just going to break them loose and then zip them out with my ratchet and fish them out with a magnet. All right, now we get to drop our magnet stick down in the hole to fish the old plugs out of there. Yay. Oh, they're still a little warm, but there's our old ones right there, and they are old. So we'll just use our fingers, we'll get it as low as we can, and then drop her down in there. All right, so once the spark plug's down in the hole, what I like to do is I'll drop my socket down in here by hand. I'll spin it in the reverse direction, and then I'll start screwing it in. And I like to just make sure that I get it hand threaded to prevent any cross threading, because that would be an absolute nightmare. And I will snug it all the way down with my fingers before I go to torquing or doing anything like that. I just like to really make sure that I don't cross thread these puppies, because you will be in a world of hurt if you do that. It's not easy. I've never actually done it, but I do fear it. So see, lefty loosey, and then I go righty tighty. And if it feels like it binds up at all, you just unscrew again and then try again. But you should be able to screw it all the way down by hand. All right, here we go. We got everything snugged up. I'm gonna come back in with my torque wrench here. It is 19 Newton meters or 14 foot-pounds is the torque. We'll get these torqued down, and then we are home free. Bam! So at this point, all you're gonna do is drop your coil packs back on, put those 10mm bolts back in, and then button everything back up, and you are good to go. Not too shabby. So if this video helps you out, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more.